Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Bring it. Bring it. Check 37. Check 37. 6-6. Bullet high. Watch the shot.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Get that ball. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the shift. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Charlotte, 64. Weak. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Hey, Orvin. Hey, Echo! Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist! Twist, twist, twist!
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's got daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Charlie. 5.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, set.
45, check my 45. Rebound.
5.
Pick me up. Here we go.
45, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
And the Redskins first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check 45. Yeah. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ready? 45's the mic. Double dog. That's the way.
2nd and 14. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Squeeze. Down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Zoo.
You ready? Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Watch the screen. Hey, check it out.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike 45.
Go.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check nickel.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Protein spill. Fight.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Go.
On 1st down, Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Man, I got you.
Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check Michael Allen.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Check. Crunch. Go out. Crunch. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On the ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Sweep him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
You got tape. You got
Leo.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Ready. 10 Tucson.
Stop your whining.
Fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun, Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Let's go.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. Snap.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, box drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready? 8, read.
6 man. Check curls.
Lead grip.
On 1st down, here's Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
They're going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
I got you. My game. Drop deep. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Michael Allen. I got you.
Snap.
To throw again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
218, chop it. Go.
Check Michael Allen. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check Michael Allen. Man.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, high 7. Be careful.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking low, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
General West.
Alert 3.
Hey, Haywood. Hurry.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Ready,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
61, matchbox lights.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Smooth.
Jack.
Rush in. Rush side.
Second and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Down. 18 Gators.
I got you, son.
6'6", bullet high. Get it.
On first down, it's Love. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Hey, seam 6.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long
Greystone, travel.
It's going to be a long day. My game.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You better be afraid of me.
Bravo.
My game.
All day, just like that.
Mike 8.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Oh, you got D?
He's cracked.
Topper. Now.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Orbit.
Tackles. 45, 45, Mike, 45. All right, here we go.
22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a room to maneuver. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
60 or protein spill.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
6 guys. Blue draw Corker.
They'll run for it with Love. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 29-yard line.
Slam.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Big hit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, foxtrot. Now.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 8 read.
Switch.
General West. Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
5. Big grip.
2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
I got it.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Back to throw. Herbert. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Herbert. That will dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
From the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete.
I got you, boy.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 4. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Go now.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, break. Hey, Hayward.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. My game. I don't think you got it, son.
Let go.
Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Redskins send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Smooth. Hey.
56 is the mic. All day, baby. All day.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Hey, seam 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 8. Mike 8. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hit it.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Yo, jackrabbit, now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be
6-6, pull it hard. Hey, Alpha.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Atlanta, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.